And now I'd like to invite the kids to come up and sit over here. Watch out for the camera. That's a thing. Okay. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, you can sit here if you want. I was thinking sit over there. Down here. Or there. That works too. Okay. Well, towards me, because I'm going to tell you a story. Okay, how are you guys? Everything good? All right. You're very tired and hungry. Well, the tired I can't help, the hungry we can help in about 15 minutes. Okay, so, growing up, the prayer book I used was in England, and there was a story that I loved, that was we always heard at the high holidays. And so I want to tell you that story tonight. Some of you have already heard it. You're a whole new group of kids. So the story is of a king. And the king had lots of jewels, right? That's one thing you know about kings and queens. They have lots of jewels. Pretty, sparkly, shiny. But he had one he loved more than any other. And he had it in a safe, and every day he would go and he would take it out of the safe and he would look at it and go, ooh, pretty. And he would just love this jewel. Probably loved it a little too much, to be honest. Well, one day, as he was looking at the jewel, he tripped, and it flew out of his hand and fell in a way. Yeah, the look on your face is exactly right. It fell in a way that it sustained a massive scratch on the biggest face, right? So the biggest part of the jewel, there was this really ugly scratch on the front of it. And he started crying, because this was his favorite jewel, and now it was ruined. So he called he called his advisors, and he said, what do we do about this? And the advisor said, well, get all the jewelers in the land to come. They all came, and one after the other, they looked at it and went, nah, can't help you. And they went away. Nope, can't do anything for you. And they went away. And went through all the best jewelers in the land. Then they went through the somewhat mediocre jewelers in the land. Then they went through the jewelers you don't really talk about, but if you're desperate, you go to them. Nothing. Eventually, the king had almost given up. And this little old man comes to the gate of the palace and goes, hello, oi, king. And the guards come out and they say, what do you want? He said, I can fix the jewel. And they look at him and go, oh, bless your heart. But the king was desperate. So he let him in. And the man said, look, if you trust me and give me this jewel for a week, I will bring it back and it'll be completely fixed. Actually, it'll be better than it was. And the king was like, well, what am I going to do? So he said, sure. A week later, sure enough, the man brought the jewel back. Can you guess what he'd done? He fixed it, but you know how? Yes, he fixed it because he didn't get rid of the scratch. He took the scratch and he made a beautiful rose around the top of the scratch and engraved the most beautiful, intricate flower. And he turned the scratch into the stem of the flower, so that not only had he fixed it, he made it more beautiful than it had ever been before. And the king realized the mistake he made. And he understood what the old man was doing. He understood that, guess what? Are there times when you make mistakes? Are there times when you break things? Are there times when you say things? Sorry? Well, that's it. But sometimes the way you fix it is by using the scratch, apologizing. You can't get rid of the scratch, but you can learn from it. You can make your life better because you've learned from the scratch in your life. And here's the other thing which the king learned from this. He realized that in his kingdom there were a lot of things that were scratched, a lot of things that were kind of broken. And he realized that his job as the king, and all of our jobs, is to go find the scratches, to find the things that are broken, and make them like the beautiful roses, make them better, and fix all those things, not by getting rid of the scratch, but by recognizing that everything gets broken, and our job is to fix it. All right, you can go back to your seats now. Unless you had a birthday this month. Did anyone have a birthday this month?
I have a birthday today.
Okay, well you can stay if you want. And you guys go back.